as a business analyst. Currently, I'm working as a business analyst at a manager level, handling a few of business analysts in my team. Okay, so this is about my working experience, and I'm from a non-IT background, like I'm from a commerce background. I have done my BCom, then I have done my MBA. Okay, so this is my education background. I'm certified a Scrum Master and a certified Safe Agile PMPO, like Product Manager, Product Owner. These are the two certifications I hold. Okay, so these are the certifications which I'm holding, like Certified Scrum Master for Scrum Alliance and Safe Product Owner, Product Manager from Scaled Agile. Okay, so this is about me. Let us get into the topics now, right? So first we'll start with the myths of business analyst profile, right? So whenever we wanted to shift our career, right, or transform our career to one role to the business analyst, like you may be working in as a salesperson or marketing, okay, or you are working as a developer or a tester. If you want to transform your career into business analyst, we'll get to hear some of the myth, right? So one of the important myth is a business analyst should be from a technical background, and business analyst should be having technical knowledge. Okay, so these are the myth which we hear a lot of times, but it is not required for a business analyst to be or from a technical background, or business analyst should need an extensive technical knowledge, right? So we'll see why it is not required. Okay, so before coming to this demo, right, before coming to this demo, you must have done some homework or analysis on what is a business analyst role is, right? So can someone tell me who is a business analyst? Who is a business analyst?
It's a requirement gathering and also identifying the customer needs and designing the or suggesting the things or a softwares or like that.
Right. So whatever you said, Sudhakar, is the roles and responsibilities of a BA. Okay. So requirements gathering, uh, identifying the scope of improvement or proposing the solution. All those are roles and responsibilities of BA. But who is a BA? What is the definition of a business analyst? Okay. So if you see the definition of a business analyst, analyzing the business. Analyzing the business of a client. Okay. Here what we are doing, we are analyzing the business of that particular client, which will help us in gathering the requirements and other stuff. Okay, so here technical knowledge is not required, because as a BA we only talk to client on the business perspective. Okay, client will not understand any technical terms. Client will understand only business language. Okay, we are going to talk to client only on the business language, and client will also give us requirements in the business language, right? So there is no technical terms involved in the client and the business analyst, right? So that is the reason a business analyst is not, it is not mandatory for a BA to be from a technical background or to have a extensive technical language. Yeah, but basic, basic SQL is always recommended. Okay, basic SQL is always recommended for a BA. Why? Because sometimes what happens, client will ask you to give you some information. Okay, extract your report, which you can do it from the back end. Okay, so in order to not to dependent on developers and testers all the time. Okay, so developers and testers they will give you the report if you ask them. But to avoid dependency all the time, if you learn the basics of SQL to how to extract the data, like writing select query or writing joins, that is enough for a business analyst. Okay, we need not to learn the SQL, in the deeper level that we start analyzing the issue or we start, debugging the defect or we start developing the feature requirement, right? That is not the case. Our knowledge is enough to extract the reports from the SQL and give it to the client. That should be enough for a business analyst. Okay, so number one myth is ruled out, that a business analyst should be from a technical background, which is not required. Okay, now can a fresher can become a business analyst? Yes, a fresher can also become a business analyst, but fresher will not immediately start as a BA, right? Initially, that would be a junior BA or associate BA who will be helping the senior business analyst, right? Where you will get a chance to learn about what a business analyst does actually in the project, right? So our second myth is also ruled out, that fresher can also become a business analyst, right? So these are the two important myths which we come across whenever we wanted to transform our career. Okay, any questions until now or anything you guys want to add? Okay, so now let us understand who is a BA. Okay, what are the skill sets required for a BA? Okay, who is a BA? We have already seen a business analyst is a person who analyzes the business, and very common language or very common definition what we hear, that who is a BA? BA is a license between the client IT team. What is meant by licensing? Licensing means bridging the gap. Okay, acting as a mediator between the client and the IT. This is a definition of who is a BA. Okay, so this is a very layman definition of who is a BA. Everyone can say, or you will find it in the Google also, right? BA is a liaison between the client and IT. But apart from licensing, apart from doing the mediating between the client and IT, what else BA do? Okay, BA does a lot of things in the project. Okay, apart from requirements gathering, we do requirements management. Okay, we do requirements management, we do stakeholder management. Okay, you might have heard RACI matrix. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, yeah, so we have to do the requirements management, we have to do stakeholder management, sometimes we have to do team management. Okay, so there are a lot of other things which a business analyst do in a project aside besides gathering the requirements or documenting the requirements, right? So all those things what exactly business analyst does in the project we'll see in this training program, right? So in this training program you'll get the knowledge of end-to-end business analyst, end-to-end business analyst responsibilities knowledge, whatever it is required to perform a business analyst role. Okay, so that is what we are going to learn in this training program. Then what are the skill sets required for a B? Okay, good communication skills, problem solving skills. Okay, knowledge of business analysis techniques which you'll get from this training program, and working on these tools like Jira, Visio, wireframes, right? All this, the last 2 points you will get it from the training program. Okay, so you'll get to know how to do the business analysis and what are the techniques we use to do business analysis, and how business analysis will help us in gathering the requirements, right? And how to work on the tools like Jira, MS Visio, and wireframes, and why they are used. So we'll get to know during our training program. Okay. The next we'll go to the course content. So I hope by this time you might have understood who is a business analyst and what a business analyst do in a project at a high level. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so let us get into the course content, what I'm going to cover during this training program. Okay, so this training program is divided into two parts. One is business analyst introduction and one is SGLC. In the business analyst introduction, I'm going to take you over through the topics like very introduction to the BA profile. Okay, introduction to the BA profile is introduction to the IT industry, right? How the companies work in IT industry, very basic, because few of the people may not be working in the corporate sector, right? So they might be working indirectly from core banking, or they might be from other sectors like industrial sector, or sales and marketing, that doesn't know how IT corporate work companies work, right? What type of companies they have in IT industry. So what I do, first 1 week we'll learn the IT industry basics. Okay, like what kind of projects we have, what kind of companies we have, how the BA is distributed among the team members, right? So all those things we'll learn in the first 1 week, which comes under the business analyst introduction. Okay, so we'll see all these topics in the business analyst introduction topics, where I'll make you aware of how the IT industry works. Okay, then we'll get into the second part of the training program, which is SDLC. So again, SDLC is divided into two parts: waterfall and agile methodology, right? In waterfall methodology, we'll learn how to end-to-end of waterfall, though it is not being used currently, but we will learn how the waterfall methodology works, right? So we'll learn how to identify the stakeholders, right? How to do the stakeholder management, how to work on racing matrix, okay? What are the types of requirements, how to how business analyst will gather the requirements, right? What are the elicitation techniques, right? We have multiple elicitation techniques to gather the requirements. Okay, so out of which we have to identify the appropriate elicitation technique to gather the requirement. Okay, so we will learn all those things in this training program of business analyst. Okay, and we will also learn how to document the requirements. Okay, how to document the requirements, like business requirement document or functional requirement document, right? So once a business analyst gather the requirement, those have to be documented. Okay, to explain them to the developers or testers, or to get the sign off from the client, all the requirements should be documented. And what are the artifacts in waterfall methodology? Business analyst will work on two artifacts. Like when I say artifacts, those are documentations. Okay, so business analyst will work on business requirement document and functional requirement document. Okay, we will see how a BA will write these documentations. Okay, and we will see how a racing matrix is prepared and requirements traceability matrix is prepared. Okay, so each of these topics, once we cover the theory part, you will get a case study to work on. Okay, so let us say if I completed stakeholder management today. Okay, I've explained you everything on the stakeholder management. I will give you a case study on this particular stakeholder management. Okay, because working on case studies will give you the real-time knowledge. Working on case study will give you the practical knowledge. Okay, so let me. Okay, so you'll get the case studies for all these topics, right? So if you complete the stakeholder management, which is called RACI matrix, you'll get a case study on RACI matrix. Okay. If we complete on risk register, then you'll get a case study on risk analysis, right? So for each and every topic, you'll get a case study, so that you understand how the real-time scenarios will work, and it will help you to gain the real practical knowledge. Okay, so that is what I'm going to cover in the waterfall methodology. Any questions here, or anything you want to know additionally? Okay, okay, I'm assuming you guys have understood. After waterfall methodology, I'll start agile. Okay, so agile, what I will cover is, see, under agile we have multiple frameworks. Okay, under agile we have Kanban, we have Scrum, we have Kanban, we have XP, which is extreme programming. Okay, then we have TDD, which is test driven development. we have FDD, which is feature driven development. Okay. Then we have XP Crystal. Okay, so we have many other methodologies under Agile. Okay, but Scrum is the one which is mostly used across the globe because Scrum is easy to understand and easy to implement. Okay, so for this training program also, I am also going to explain about Scrum. Okay, I'll touch base on the other frameworks also, but at a high level I'll touch base how they works, but in detailed explanation will be happening on the Scrum methodology. Okay, so I'll introduce to the Agile, why Agile is got introduced, whereas where we have still waterfall, but why Agile got introduced, what are the advantages of Agile, okay, what's the difference between Agile and waterfall, okay, and we'll also learn in depth of Scrum events. Okay, so we have daily stand-up meetings, sprint planning, product backlog grooming, right? Everything will get into, we'll look into how these Scrum events are conducted and who is responsible for conducting these Scrum events. Okay, and what is the role of a business analyst in all those Scrum events, right? So we will learn all those things in the Agile or Scrum classes, and we will see how to write the epics, how to derive features from epics, and how to derive user stories from features. Okay, so there is a hierarchy to writing a user stories, right? So we will see how the user stories are written with real-time examples. Okay, and how to calculate the team's velocity, right? So how to calculate this, calculating team's velocity is the role of a scrum master basically. Okay, but as a business analyst we should also know how the team's velocity, team's capacity is calculated in the Scrum methodology or in Agile methodology, right? So we will see how to, what are the techniques we use to calculate the team's capacity and team's velocity, and at the same time, story estimations. What is meant by estimation? What is meant by estimation? In, I mean, general meaning of estimation, measuring the time period, right? Measuring some item, right? So when I say, if when I ask you to travel from place A to place B, right? What you say, it will take 1 hour of time to travel from place A to place B. So what you are doing there, you are measuring the distance of how much time you can complete that particular distance, or how much time you can travel from place A to place B, you are measuring that particular time, right? So similarly, to complete an user story, how much time we are going to take? Okay, that is called estimating that particular user story. How do we estimate the user stories? We have two techniques. One is planning poker cards, and second is t-shirt size. Okay, so these are the two techniques with which an team will estimate the user stories. Okay, so we are going to learn these two techniques, how to use them and how to estimate them. Okay, so I'll just show you the sample of planning poker cards. Okay, okay, so these are the planning poker cards which will be used to estimate the user story. Okay, so if you see this series of numbers, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. Again, it is 5. There is no 4. Okay, why it is 5? 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, again, if we see, it is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, if you after 8, it is directly 13. 5 plus 8 is 13. Okay, so this series of numbers are called Fibonacci series of numbers. Okay, so this series of numbers, actually it will start with 0, 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 2, 3, 5, 8 and 13. Okay, so how we derive these numbers? 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay, So this series of numbers is called Fibonacci series numbers, and we will learn how to estimate the user story using these Fibonacci series numbers. Okay, got it? Any questions here?
What is Agile and Scrum is one and the same, or is it two different things?
Yes, one and the same. Agile, if you say Agile or if you say Scrum, both are same. Okay, so these are the two techniques which we use for estimating the user stories. Right? So t-shirt size, we'll also use t-shirt size for estimating the story. We'll see how when we get into these topics. Okay, so anything you want to add here or anything you want to know additionally? Okay, right. So before I go into the next topic, okay, I know most of you have wanted to know the difference between product owner and a business analyst and a scrum master. Okay, can a business analyst can become a product owner, or a BA can become a scrum master? Okay, yes, but business analyst is the basic for what should I say? Business analyst is a basement for all the other roles. Okay, so if you have a real-time business analyst experience, then you can down the line after 5 years or 6 years, you can shift over to product owner, or you can shift over to a scrum master role. But directly shifting to a product owner or scrum master is very challenging, because product owner, what a product owner does, what a BA does, what a scrum master does. Okay, let us see at a high level. Product owner sorry, okay, product owner will work on the product enhancement. Okay, product owner will work only on the product enhancement. Okay, so product owner will be talking to the stakeholders, product owner will be talking to other people. Like, assume if in the one product, if you're working on an insurance product organization, there will be a product owner who will be working to enhance that particular product, so that they can include each and every feature in that particular product which is helpful for the insurance industry. Okay, that is what a product owner does. What a business analyst does, business analyst will work for a client. Okay, business analyst will not work on the product, business analyst will work for the client. Okay, so how the business, we'll see all these things in clear when we get into the topic, but to make you understand at high level, business analyst will work for a client to understand the requirements of that particular client. Okay, what does scrum master do? Scrum master is like a managerial role. Okay, scrum master is like a managerial role. Okay, he or she will manage the team. Scrum master will not be involved in the requirements gathering. Scrum master will not involve in the product enhancement. Scrum master role is only to manage the team and see how if we are able to deliver the user stories properly or not. Okay, basically scrum master will do the project management kind of thing. Okay, he or she will take care of resourcing, allocating the resource to the team, budgeting, right? Everything scrum master will take care, and scrum master is responsible for conducting scrum events. Okay, scrum events is scrum master responsibility. Okay, so this is the difference between product owner, BA, and a scrum master. Okay, do you have any questions here on the differences?
No, in a BA, so work for client means what type of, I mean, it's only requirement gathering, or it's other than that, do we have anything like, I mean, clear responsibility?
Yes, we have the responsibilities, right? So as I told you here, you, apart from requirements gathering, we do lot of things. Okay, we do client management. See, business analyst basically a face of the project. What is meant by phase of the project? You are in the number one line. Okay, when it comes to the project, client will talk to you first. Then only he or she will go to the project manager. When it comes to the project perspective, okay, you are the business analyst is very much important for a project. When I say important, as I said, you will be the face of the project. Okay, so
So
business.
till the project completion, our role will be there, or it is only
Yes.
at the starting of the project?
No. Until the product goes live or until the application goes live, you will be in that project. Sometimes after going into the production also, you will be working with that project, because client may get some questions after, they will be new accessing our application, right? So they might have some questions, right? You will be in the project until going into production. Okay, sometimes after the production also. Okay, did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Any other questions from anyone else? Before I jump to the next topic. Okay, so how the training will happen? What is the roadmap? Okay, so as I mentioned, this is a 4 weeks program. As I mentioned, week one we'll be learning basics. Week two we'll be learning how to do the stakeholder management and everything. Week three we'll be learning the waterfall methodology. I'll start waterfall in week three. By this time, you'll be aware of who is a business analyst, what are the roles and responsibilities of a BA. Everything you'll be knowing in terms of business analyst profile by the time we reach week three. Okay. In week three, we'll be learning this waterfall methodology, and in week four, I'll start Agile. Okay. So during this training program, as I mentioned, we'll be working on multiple case studies, and also we'll be doing the role play activities. Okay, what is a role play activity? Like, you will be playing the role of a business analyst and I will be playing the role of a client. You have to gather requirements from me. Okay, for the same scenario, you have to do the documentations and everything. Okay, so you'll just pretend, or you'll just act as a real-time BA, so that you will get some knowledge on how the real-time requirement gatherings will take place. Okay, so during this training program we'll also do those kind of activities. Okay, not only requirements gathering, but different activities also, like requirements prioritization we will do, like when we start estimating the stories, we'll do role play activities for important topics. Okay, so this is the roadmap of the training program, right? Any questions on this roadmap?
Is tools also included in this that you
Yes,
told?
yes, I'll come
BA
there.
tools.
Yes, I will come there. Okay. So tools, we are going to learn these tools. Okay, MS Visio, Jira, SQL, as I mentioned, basic of SQL, and wireframing tool. Here it is written Balsamic, but we'll learn Pencil. Okay, so what is a wireframe? Doing the mock-up screens. Let me show you how the mock-up screens look like. Okay, and you will be getting all the sample documentation. Okay, so these are called screen mockups, like sample screens. Okay, so how this is for clinic management system, for a doctor's appointment screen, right? Physician appointment screen. How this screen will look like. Okay, so this is a sample screen. How we have prepared this sample screen? Using the wireframing tool. Okay, so we will learn how to use that wireframing tool also. Wireframing tools are many in the market. Okay, each organization may use different wireframing tool, but I will teach pencil. Okay, I'll just give you an idea of how to do the screen mockups. Okay, concept is same, but tools may be different. Each organization they have their own tool, right? So I'll teach you the concept of how to do the wireframings. Okay, so these are the tools, right? Case studies, what I have told you. Okay, then coming to the certifications. Before I explain certifications, any questions on the course content or any questions on the roadmap?
Is it only 4 weeks enough?
No, 4 weeks is a training. Okay,
Okay.
but after 4 weeks, I will give you a project. Okay, you guys have to work on end to end. So that might take more based on your interest. It might take 1 week or 10 days. Okay, so after you work on that particular project, I will review that project and I'll give you the feedback. Okay, that's ends the training program. Okay, so 80%.
There will be a recording session for the training, like we can review the recording like while
Yes,
training.
yes. So you'll get the daily recordings. You can access at any point of time for lifetime. Okay. So what? See, basically 80% is dependent on my training. Okay, 20% is dependent on your efforts. Okay, so 100%. You should not be dependent on the training program. You should also put efforts from your side so that you can succeed in that particular, getting into that particular BA role. Okay, so 80% is my responsibility to train you and everything. 20% you have to put your efforts. Okay, without your efforts you cannot get into the business analyst profile. Okay, what are your efforts? Your efforts are working on case studies, participating in the real role play activities. Okay, so participate, working on that particular project what I'm going to give you. Okay, important, all the important responsibilities is on you. Okay, if you want to gain practical knowledge, then you have to work on case studies. I will do my best in explaining you all the scenarios. Okay, you have to put your efforts at your best to work on that, to experience or to get real-time experience on those particular topics. Okay, this is how it will work. Okay, so now coming to certifications, we have three types. IIBA, which is International Institute of Business Analysis. This is a board for business analyst. Okay, any business analyst has to write certification. They will conduct the certification. Okay, no other certifications are accepted by any organization. If they want to treat you as a certified business analyst, then that certificate must be issued by IIBA only. Okay, so we have three types of certifications. One is ECBA, one is CBA, and one is CBAP. ECBA is a entry certificate in the business analysis. This is a certification for entry level. Okay, anyone can write this certification. Okay, anyone can write this certification. There is no criteria. You can write, I can write, anyone can write this certification. Okay, so when it comes to CBAP, so ECBA, certification of capability in business analysis. To write this certification, if you can see here, we should have at least 2 to 3 years of practical experience as a business analysis. Okay, you should work as a real-time BA for at least for 2 to 3 years to write this certification. Okay, so how they will know if you're working or not, or if you have that real-time experience? While you apply this certification, they will gather all your information. Okay, so where you have worked, what kind of roles and responsibilities you had in that particular role, everything they will collect and they will do a check also. Okay, and last and highest certification of business analyst is CBAP. This is Certified Business Analysis Professional. Okay, so this is the highest certification for a business analyst. And to write this certification, you should have at least 5 years of a practical business analysis experience. Unless you have this experience, you are not eligible to write CBAP. Okay, so for writing CCBA and CBAP, there is a criteria. For writing ECBA, there is no criteria. Anyone can write ECBA. Okay, so with this training program, you can attempt ECBA. Okay, so the topics what I'm covering in this training program are from ECBA only. Okay, so you can also attempt CCBA, CBAP, but when you get the real-time experience. Okay, any questions here? Okay, so in India, the certifications are not so important. Companies in India will not ask you for certification. You can check any job portals like Naukri or LinkedIn. For India-based companies, certifications are not important. You can check any job description; they will not ask you for certification. But when it comes to abroad like USA or Canada, I think they prefer the certification. Okay, not mandatorily, but okay. So let us see the fee, right? How the fee is for the certifications. Okay, and the certifications are not valid for lifetime. We have to renew the certification for every 2 years. Okay, so since I am a IIBA member, so I'll also get access to all the webinars and conducted by IIBA. I'll also share some knowledge from these webinars also. Okay, so certifications fee. Okay, so for ECBA, it is $350. Okay, and CCBA it is $405, and CBAP it is $505. Okay, so if this is the certification fee. Okay, and as I mentioned, these certifications we have to renew for every 2 years, right? So if we take $350, okay, so what is that in Indian rupees? It would be close to 350 into, let us say, 85. It is close to 30,000. Okay, if you want to write ECBA, the certification cost is 30,000 in Indian rupees. Okay, any questions here? Okay, this is about the certifications. Okay, as I mentioned, anyone can transform into business analyst like quality assurance, subject matter expertise. Okay, and you'll get the material. This is the training PPT. Okay, you'll get this PPT and you'll get one PDF, right? And you'll get all this content. Let me show you. Okay, so you'll get all this dump for your practice. Okay, so whenever you whenever you go to interviews and everything, you can refer this will give you a entire information of business analyst profile. Okay, so after the training program, what kind of support you'll get from me? I will prepare you for the interview. Okay, and I'll also help you in resume preparation. Okay, so I'll take mock interviews as well. Once your interview is scheduled with any company, then you can approach me. I will take a mock interview based on that particular job description. Okay, so this is what the support you will get from me after the training program. Okay, so why it is a right time to join the training program in the month of December is from January or February, hirings will go up. Okay, that is a hiring time because any project will start in the month of April. Most of the companies will start their projects in the month of April. So by the time of April, they have to be ready with the team, right? Mainly business analyst, because we are the one who will initiate the project, right? For first 2 or 3 months, we are the one who will be working with the client to gather the requirements and everything. Then later comes development and everything, right? So to be ready by the April, right? So they'll hire the business analyst in the month of February, March, January, February, March. Okay. So November and December are the right times to take any kind of training programs so that you'll be ready for the interviews in February or March. Okay. Any questions here? Okay. So if you do not have any questions, then
What would be the entry package and things for this one?
okay.
BA?
See, package, it again depends on the organization. Okay. Organization to organization. Some organizations may give you 50%. Some organizations may give you 60%. Okay. But as per the industry standards, you'll get 30% of hike on your current package. Okay. Whether it is entry or whether it is see, after this training program, we will not applying as a fresher. Okay. So we'll be applying as a 2 or 3 years of experience as a business analyst. Okay. So with this training program, you'll get a knowledge of business analyst equivalent to 2 or 3 years of experience. Okay. So mostly, most of the times you'll get 30% for sure, because that is the organization. Okay. Some organizations may also give you 50% to 60%. Some organizations can also give you 80%. Okay. Again, it depends on organization to organization. Okay. Any other questions?
Hi. So business analyst role is the role, or so we'll have it.
Sorry.
So business analyst role is an individual role.
Yes, it is an individual role, individual contributor. Okay. So you'll work along with the team, but your roles would be, different from others, right? So development team, they have a team of people, but business analyst, you will be the only the one for the project. Okay. You may have multiple BAs also for a project, or you can work on multiple projects. Okay. So
Okay.
one BA, multiple projects. Okay. Or one project, multiple BAs. Anything can happen.
Okay.
Okay. But any project, BA is must nowadays. Okay. So if you guys do not have any other questions, then I'll move on to the batch details, right? Training batch details. Sorry.
Just a small question. If suppose if we see any BA openings, what are the basic requirements that they are asking for? I mean, for BA role, is
Okay.
it only work experience, or is it any other tools or anything like that?
Tools, right? So they'll mention tools also. Most probably the tools what we are going to cover, those tools are basically mentioned in any job description. Okay. I may, in some time I'll also post few of the job descriptions in the WhatsApp group. Maybe you can get an idea. Okay. And what apart from interview preparation and everything, I also refer if I come across any kind of job openings. Okay. So if I come across, so I have, contacts with some consultancies in USA and Canada. If you want, I can refer you for them as well. Only in USA and Canada. Okay. In India, if I get any job openings I come across, like in my organization or whoever is working in my friend's organization, I will refer you guys. I'll just post the job description in the group. You can apply if you are interested. I will also prepare to how to crack that particular interview. Okay. So this is also one of the thing I do after the training program. Okay. So now coming to the batch. So next batch would be uh, starting from December 11th. Okay, December 11th would be the batch start date. Okay, and classes would be the same time, morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday to Friday. Okay, so this is in a Indian Standard Time, IST. Okay, so when it comes to EST, classes would be 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Okay, Sunday to Sunday to Thursday. Okay, because of the time difference. Okay, so in India it is 7 a.m. means in USA or in Canada it is 9:30 p.m. Okay, so these are the different timings for IST and EST. Okay, and coming to the fees is 8,000, which includes everything what I've explained you, business analyst plus SQL, okay, and plus all the things what I have explained like interview prepare, everything is included in this 8,000. Okay, this is INR, Indian rupees. And when it comes to dollars, it would be close to $100. Okay, I'm assuming now no, dollar rate is 80. I'm assuming it as $100. Okay, any questions? So this is my contact number, 756-984-2886. I mean, I hope you guys are already in my WhatsApp group. You can ping me at any point of time if you want to know any additional details. Okay, and per batch, I'll give you my email ID as well. Okay, so this is my email ID, and per batch there will be only 10 to 12 participants. Okay, not more than that, because I have to concentrate on each and every member, right? So if I have to review the case studies, if I have more people, then that would be a trouble for me in reviewing that, right? So I mostly do the batch with 10 to 12 numbers, not more than that. Okay, any question?
Any previous students who are from other background got jobs or any other things like in your after your
Yes. See, most
course?
of my students in the recently were from banking. Okay, so they were from core banking. They have shifted to BA successfully. Recently, I'm talking. I have been doing this training from 2 years. Previously also they were from marketing, different sectors, industry, manufacturing sector, right? So most of the people have successfully got into that particular role, BA role. Some people have, transformed internally, like from development or testing team, they have transformed internally. Few of them have hired by some other companies. Yeah. Any other questions?
No, recent AI,
Hmm.
with the recent AI, is there any changes in this role and
Oh, good question, right?
automation?
See what AI does. Okay, let us take an example of ChatGPT only. Okay, what a ChatGPT does, ChatGPT will give you the explain. You can use ChatGPT, okay, for writing the business PRD or user stories. We can use ChatGPT, but ChatGPT cannot go and gather the requirements from client. Okay, ChatGPT cannot go and gather the requirements from client. ChatGPT cannot understand. AI cannot understand each and every business model. Okay, so there are a lot of business models, right? So same business, you can do in one way, I can do in one way, right? So the way of doing the business is different from each company or each client. Okay, so we can use ChatGPT, but that cannot replace the business analyst role. Okay, did I answer your question?
Yeah. So project manager is it? I mean, so what I mean to say is of now the companies are clubbing together the roles and other things, right? So
Correct.
I just wanted to know this. This project manager is
Hmm.
above BA, or is it similarly working with BA, or
No,
he will also
no,
gather the requirements, etc.?
no. PM is above the BA. PM will not be involved in the requirements gathering. Requirements gathering is only done by BA. PM will not do the requirements gathering.
So almost all the software companies will be having this similar structure like
Same.
BA and
Yes,
Scrum Master and
all the IT companies, not most of them, all the IT companies will have the same structure
okay.
because these are the predefined roles, right? When it comes to Agile or Scrum, sorry, Waterfall or Agile, these are predefined roles. Any organization you go, title may be different, but hierarchy is same. Okay, some organizations may call B as a consultant. They will call business consultant. They will call consultant only, right? So title may be different, but the hierarchy would be same.
Okay.
Right. So if you guys want to, ask any additional questions, you can WhatsApp me or you can call me at any point of time. Uh, okay. Any other questions before we close?
No, I don't have.
Okay. So as I said, I'll be starting the batch from 11th, which is Monday. So if you guys want to enroll before that, you can contact me over WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. I'll just stop the recording and we can discuss.